I was in college, and I was actually playing in the school's pep band with Michael, the band leader, and he had started writing some compositions and was like, hey, you want to read some of this music with me and maybe play a couple local gigs? And that's really all it was.
We were all like jazz students at the University of North Texas, and then just through kind of like a twist of fate, I ended up on the gospel scene in Dallas.
I grew up in the Dallas area and I grew up playing in gospel. I was the drummer for Erykah Badu, and we would host a jam session every Wednesday night, and me and a few friends, and these guys from North Texas would come up. And this one guy, Mike Lee, the bass player, came up, sat in with us, and sounded great, and invited me to come hear his little band play a gig, and it was Snarky Puppy. This band was playing music that in a way that I've never heard.
I gotta say, like, I've been with it for that long because I love the compositions, and I love the way Mike is as a band leader. So open-minded, always into everyone's ideas.
So Mike asked me to play drums, and 6 years later, the rest is history. I think when I hear a percussion player that can conform to what genre you're playing and the grooves you're playing and stuff like that, that makes me feel good, and it makes me play differently.
I like having two guys that play together that sound like one guy.
The role I feel like a drummer has in a band, especially a band like Snarky Puppy, is it's not just drums, it's not just rhythm. You know, we're not just back there holding down the groove a lot of times. We're interacting with the melody, we're interacting with changing our palette of sound as the song moves around, as the composition grows further.
You know, a lot of the time, like for a bass player, like the frequency realm that I live in is a shared frequency realm with both the drummer and the percussionist. The low conga, bass drum, floor tom, deep snare, that's all in my frequency range. So for me, it's like if those guys are too busy, if they're not like playing together to fill out the frequency spectrum, then I basically don't hear myself all night.
I just want to feel like it's a train that's working together, you know, like a train that's on the track.
You know, with Spud and Nate, it's like it always feels like a four-armed, two-legged drummer. You know what I mean? It feels like one guy. They communicate together. They don't step on each other's toes. You know, everything is filled out, but not overly filled out. So I can slip in where I need to slip in.
So we figured out how to do it and not step on each other's toes, and that's the beauty of it, because now we just free to have fun.
For me, when it comes down to it, it's the balance feels right, and I like the variety. You go down the website and you look, it's down to like the millimeter and the length and everything, and so you know what you're gonna get.
When you look for a stick, you look for a stick that fits you, and normally it's one stick. But for me, for every genre, I need a different stick. It's just cool to have one company be able to cover all of those areas, you know.
I like the way the sticks feel. Other sticks I've tried out, I'm not gonna name brands, break I'm not even a heavy player. They break all the time, where you get a pair and you're like, why does this left stick kind of rattle a little bit? And every Vic Firth stick I've ever played with and pulled it out of the pack, they just feel good. They feel good in my hands.
That's me, but it could go all day long why I like Vic Firth.